and they screwed up.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And that would.
How embarrassing is that for Miami? The road dog.
And what do you think about that? They went for 2.
Was that?
They went
Oh,
for
yeah,
2 at the end.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think of that?
I think they. I don't think they didn't need to go for 2 at the end, right? And then.
Well, they didn't. They could have tied it with an extra point
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
gone
yeah.
to overtime.
Yeah. I think that they should have went. They should have went into overtime.
Usually, I think the rule, not the rule, but the general consensus is the home team usually plays for the tie, and the road team can go for 2.
Yeah,
I think they're just like, our guys can't play more than 60 minutes. We
Yeah,
can't. We can't
exactly.
do this.
Yeah, it's just.
And of course, as a gambler, if you are a gambler, they were since the Redskins were giving 6.
Yeah.
You want that they were giving 5. You want them to go for the extra point and tie it
exactly.
and hope for a touchdown in overtime.
Yep.
Which never used to
And
happen.
especially when you're taking the over, also, I think in that game.
No, it wouldn't have mattered.
No?
17-16. I think it was 39.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't. Well, 7. No, they wouldn't have got there. But that never used to happen in overtime. If you were given 3.5, there was no chance you were going to cover in overtime. But now with the new rules, a lot of teams want to go for that
You gotta
touchdown
go for the
and cover.
touchdown, yeah.
But if you backed the Redskins, you did not win this weekend. I'm sorry about that.
Guess who did back the Redskins?
Was it you?
Yeah. I got killed. You know what? The early games this week I did really well. Late games have killed me. I lost. I don't think I hit any of the late games.
Did you have the You took the Browns over the Seahawks?
Yeah. No, I had the Seahawks -1, right?
And they won. Yeah.
Seahawks. That one I hit.
They started, I think, -3, and then went to pick 'em, and then they went back to -1.
Yeah, that one I was waiting until right before the game to see what it was, and whoever was giving a point. I was gonna pick.
Were you scared poopless with 20-7 when
Yeah, right.
Baker Magic went right up the hoo-ha?
Yep.
Oh no, Sally has walked in. She's very perturbed. She's very curious.
No, it's all right. So I guess what happened was Boxcast that runs our streaming system pulled out Facebook. So Mike O'Toole put Facebook back on to run, and he it took like a little bit, but he also changed the times on Boxcast for you to run to 7:45 if you want. So
Okay.
that
So are
might
we running
be
now
nice.
on Facebook?
So right now it just came on live now. So we're on
Hey,
live
Facebook.
on everything. We were already live on YouTube, but not on Facebook.
And
So
not
now we're
that
live
many
on
people watching.
Facebook.
So now we're on the Facebooks?
Now we're on the Facebook. So,
Hi, everybody.
We're all ready
Mike
to
Keegan
go.
just did a wonderful episode, and you missed it. We talked about cookies.
Yep.
And you know what was great? We already talked about the Chiefs. I don't have to talk about that nonsense ever again.
Aw.
They lost. I know. I'm an a-hole. Can I have my phone, and then I'll share with my wonderful people? Oh,
I'm just gonna share it like to,
from the
yeah.
I can't
Comedians.
speak anymore. I don't know if you missed this, but I've been on Gov's radio for 12 straight hours. I got to stop doing the Knock 'em Dead comedy show on Tuesdays because I have so much fun from 11 to 1, and then we shoot the nonsense for a little while, and then I go home. I did 2 hours of interviews with Mr. Chris Roach, and now I'm very tired.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be here with Mike Keegan, who finally showed up. I don't know if you weren't here for that, but he bailed on us last week.
Here I am.
And now he got here at 4 to do this show. So thank you very much. He was sitting outside. He had a little sandwich from the Dairy Mart.
right.
And he was very happy.
I wasn't missing today.
To recap what we've discussed, the Chiefs lost yet again. We talked about cookies,
We did talk about cookies.
that the Newton is a
Snack cake.
snack cake, and that Carla Okerson
Hates Oreos.
hates Oreos and is an Eagles fan and will hopefully be sitting here at some point in the future. Now, that's going to be great when I book both you guys and both you guys bail. Then it's just me. Then it's just
Usually
me.
when I bail, it's because of her. So if she's bailing, I'm pretty much.
You know what's funny? That was the second time you bailed on me because you bailed on me a few weeks ago for Kerry
for the
Karavis'
Kerry
show. And he was like, I got to stay home, family stuff. I'm like, okay. And then I get to the theater and there's Carla. I'm like, oh,
There's Carla.
that is his family stuff.
Somebody's got to watch the kids. And my mother wasn't available.
And you knew there were
So
snack cakes afoot.
Carla's like exactly. But Carla's like best friends to Carrie. So I'm like, you go.
That worked out real well.
Yeah.
Me and Kenny put a seat between us. We put our feet up.
Yeah,
It was
nice,
nice. We had
yeah.
snacks. All right. So Johnny Butera is on his way. Welcome all of Facebook who may have missed the beginning of this. I'm going to share this. Mikey, sing a little song.
Sure.
So you missed all of our wonderful. What was that? Don't sing that one. We don't have the rights for that one, son of a bitch. The one thing we can't share. Hang on, I'm going to share this to all my wonderful people. Da 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 da. All right. Then Johnny Butera is going to be coming in, so we're going to save the Giant game for him. And until then, let's talk about.
Sure.
Oh. All right, I already talked about Bashard Breeland, the man on the Kansas City Chiefs who can't stop holding to save his life. I don't like that. All right, and then we're going to dive right into, we'll wait for Johnny on that. The Rams and the Cowboys.
Rams and the Cowboys.
Were both picked to possibly battle each other in the NFC Championship.
Now the Cowboys are 3-3, and
That they have both lost 3 straight
to
teams you would not think they would lose to. The worst one for the Rams was the Bucks. That's what started this nonsense. Yeah. And the Cowboys
lost to the Jets.
lost to the Jets. That is correct. And you know where I watched the end of that game?
Where?
Right here at beautiful Governors of Levittown.
Beautiful.
Watched it on Mike Calgano's phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he must have been going crazy. He's a big Jets guy.
You know what? He is a big Jets guy, and you know what's funny about him? He's like, oh, they're going to lose this game by 20. I'm like, doesn't it say there's like a minute 12 left? Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then when they won, that's good, right? He goes, oh, they can't even get this right. There goes our draft pick. He's like such a typical Jet fan. Exactly. I'm like, that's every Met conversation I've ever had. Yeah. And he nailed it perfectly with the Mets, with the Jets.
My buddy's a huge Cowboy fan, and no matter what happens, no matter how they lose, it's always an excuse. It's always Murphy's Law. And then after this game with the Jets, he's like, that's all right. We're still in first place. We're still in first place. We're still in
still for the pick. Yeah. Well,
so,
who's winless? Who's left?
The New England?
No, I'm saying with no wins.
Oh,
the Bengals,
the Bengals,
the Dolphins. Oh, and the Jets now have a win. So there's two teams ahead of them on the draft pick.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. But the Rams, what? I know no Todd Gurley this week.
Yeah.
Jared Goff threw for 78 yards.
Yeah, I know.
That's a Super Bowl playing quarterback. Threw for 78 yards. I throw for more than that in my backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what is going on there. What else do we have? The Dolphins-Redskins game we talked about. Now, have you ever seen – I did not watch this game. I don't think anybody watched this game. Sally, can you pull up the –
Yeah, which one?
The dolphin mascot. Yeah. Have you ever seen the dolphin mascot?
No.
All right, well, we're going to pull up the picture. I don't know if it'll show up for you. It's going to show up to our live Facebook feed. But it's a guy in a dolphin costume.
Yeah.
Which even when I pulled up the picture, I could only pull up the picture of him. But the head is like this. So it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
But during the game, the clip they showed when the Dolphins actually scored a touchdown, he was doing this. And I'm like, is that a giant penis? Because all you could see was the little slit and the gray, and his flippers were going. I'm like, what?
He was very excited.
I had to, because it was like they cut in on the red zone, and I'm like, oh, what team is this? I'm like, wait a minute, there's a penis.
And he's wearing like number 1, so he's like, I'm the number 1 penis.
Yeah, I think the move he was trying to pull off is the picture up now.
Yeah.
It's a penis. It must be Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
So pull out the picture. What I think he was trying to do is when the trainer holds the fish and they come out of the water, he was doing like that kind of move. And I'm like, is he? I don't think that's the move he's going for. I don't think he realizes what that looks like. So that alarmed me enough to go out and get the picture of the. You know what his name is? The dolphin mascot?
Penis.
No, that did not.
That would have been.
Did not do well in focus groups. It's TD.
Oh, really?
How many mascots? Now that made me want to go look up how many mascots are named TD.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to talk
too much.
It was
Snowflake, and Ace Ventura got him.
That's right. That was the one, right?
Yeah.
But I don't remember a guy in a dolphin costume in that movie.
Yeah.
And then I realized I can't make fun of it too much because have you ever seen the Chiefs mascot? It's like a cross between a raccoon and like Hulk, and I don't know. Is it a bear?
It's supposed to be some kind of a bear, I believe. Yeah.
There's no bear like that. I don't care for that. And then we also had this week Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Benched.
Shit, yeah.
I've never been a Mariota believer.
Yeah.
And he looked like crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
And the Titans are not horrible, 2-4.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not very good.
Yeah.
But
2-4, and they're playing San Diego this week too.
And they said he was benched, and in my head I'm like, I don't know who. You know who the backup is?
No, I don't. Tennessee
Titan backup.
No.
Used to be with the Dolphins.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was their big guy. He was going to lead the team. Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, really? Tannehill?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, no. Really? I did not.
Did you watch the season of Hard Knocks when he was on?
Yeah,
when the Dolphins were on? Do you remember
yeah.
his big thing?
Yeah.
He didn't know who was in the NFC East. I'm like, "Oh, I only watch college. I'm like, your whole goal as a quarterback growing up is to make the NFL, and you don't know who is in the NFC East.
That's crazy. I didn't know Ryan Tannehill was his backup over there.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
and he's the one who scored the touchdown.
Yeah.
So who knew? And then the Zach Brown quote for the Eagles. Did you see that whole thing play out?
No.
So Zach Brown is a linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. Before their game against the Vikings, he said that Kirk Cousins was the weak link in the Viking offense.
Really?
You know how that turned out?
Not too well. They lost
No,
by
not
18
too well.
points.
I'm guessing that's one of those quotes they put
Yeah, right.
like
Exactly.
Rudy style over
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
And Cousins threw 3 to Diggs, right?
Yeah.
Another one to Thielen, and he did quite well for himself.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened the next day?
What?
This guy Zach Brown went bye-bye.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
him.
Oh, did they really?
They cut him. Like, and I'm like, that is making an example.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
And they asked Jim Schwartz, was it about the quote? And he said, no, we just needed more production from the DBs.
Yeah, it's
which is
really-
why we released him on a Monday, a random Monday.
So you make that quote, and then the other guy puts up 40 points on the.
Why do it?
Yeah.
Why do it? It's like telling Ezekiel, saying Ezekiel Elliott is
Yeah.
not that good a player. You know he's going to run for 200 if you say
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Exactly.
Let's talk about Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how good he's getting.
He's doing it.
He's doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
we talked, I think it was a couple of weeks ago when Kenny Ryan was here, how he looked so confused last year as a rookie.
Yeah.
And then now he looks so sure of himself.
Yeah.
He is, I think, the only, he broke a record this year. He's the first one in the Super Bowl era, first quarterback, to have 3 career rushing games over 100 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were, and the articles today after Sunday's performance is that they said, is Lamar Jackson the new Michael Vick? I thought it had something to do with dogs, so I
Yeah,
click
right,
on it.
exactly.
But it was saying,
It's clickbait. There's a picture of a pit bull. Yeah.
but the argument was he's better.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
And I watched all the clips of him in that game.
He's fun to watch. I mean, I love.
And you know what? He ran for 120 yards.
Yeah.
He got tackled, I think, once.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like, he's just so quick. He just gets his 20 yards and then scampers out of the end zone. He got tackled once after like 39 yards.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a quarterback gets tackled and it's always ugly. It just looked like an easy,
Yeah,
like,
just grab him
backyard
and-
tackle. And then he dove in for the touchdown. Everything else, he just tiptoed out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. He never gets hurt.
Yeah.
He looks so much faster than Pat Mahomes on his gimpy little ankle. I'm so sad. I don't think Butera's ever going to get here, but we're going to talk about a few other things. Oh, you see the Cardinal-Falcon game?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you see how that ended?
No.
Yeah. The Falcons tied it up with 2 minutes to go.
Okay.
Missed the extra point.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yes.
What's that movie? Semi-Tough? No. North Dallas 40.
Yeah.
That ends like that, right? The
Yeah.
guy shoots up his knee.
Yeah.
He finally scores the winning touchdown. They're still hugging.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you hear, oh, he missed the kick. Like, and that's who, I think it was Matt Bryant. Is he still kicking?
Matt Bryant, yeah.
I'm like, that can't be Matt Bryant because Matt Bryant should be 60. Right? Matt Bryant a little old? Okay. So he missed
Yeah,
it.
it was a high-scoring game, right?
And another one. There was 34-33.
Yeah.
The Falcons were giving 3.
Yeah.
If they kick the extra point, they go to overtime. You got 50% chance of at least breaking even with a push or winning with an outright touchdown, which the Falcons can do at any time. But the Cardinals put up 34 and won a game. Won a game. We didn't see the Patriots-Giants game.
No.
Because we were busy working.
Yeah.
Working our butts off, trying to entertain the wonderful people here in Levittown.
That's right.
But I watched some highlights of that, and I saw a lot of comments about how the refs cost us the game. And I'm like,
I mean, you're always going to see that, and especially when there's a little bit of hope in the beginning with Danny Dimes over there.
that was the first couple. We weren't watching the game in the green room, and that was the first text I got. I could pull it up. Danny Dimes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I heard there's a lot
Or
of
dropping dimes. I forget what the text was, but I'm like, oh, something good must be happening.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I went, oh, check the score, 21-7.
All
I'm
the
like,
Italians I'm friends with from Staten Island. Yeah.
Darren last week was saying, am I crazy to think the Giants have a chance? Yeah. I think that was that bird flu was probably already kicking in.
Yeah, it was
and
already,
getting his brain.
it's already messing with his brain.
He did well. He was starting to drool a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not good. Godspeed. Good luck, Darren Dillon. Oh, no.
Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look what the cat
please
dragged
welcome
in.
to the Comedians on Football studio, John Butera.
Hello.
You know what? While John gets settled, Sally, can we run that video? Sure. Okay. So the reason John Butera is here, he goes, hey, remember that prediction I made about Teddy Bridgewater? Again, spot on Johnny Butera impression. Remember I said Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy Two Gloves was going to be the other spread I didn't like. Seahawks are only favored by 4
I worked
over
through
the
the
clips,
Saints.
and I couldn't find it.
Teddy Bridgewater
Saints
in Seattle.
I thought that was going to be higher.
Teddy Two Gloves makes me nervous.
I didn't do it. So
Teddy Two
I
Gloves.
want him to be great, but he just makes me nervous. It's the two gloves, to be honest with you.
That's why I
It
thought
doesn't seem right.
I thought
I gotta be
Seattle was
honest,
going to open up as a touchdown
I
favorite.
really like Bridgewater.
Do you?
Really?
I like
huge
him coming
on
out of
Bridgewater.
Louisville, but I just don't know if He seems more timid.
You know
He's got
what?
a full
Right
team
now,
to
he
work
knows he's a starting quarterback for at least 5-6 weeks, whatever, at least. I think that he loses his nervousness. I think he loses all his inhibitions, and I think he's gonna have a great game. And I think if he's starting 6 games, I say they go 4-2, 5-1 in those 6 games.
Really?
Yeah, I really think Bridgewater is set up well to run the New Orleans offense, especially because you have Kamara, you have Michael Thomas. I think that they're set.
And you got Jared Cook at tight end, which is
Yeah.
always
I'm going to
good.
mark
You know,
that down in
it's a
the
safety
archives
valve.
so we can
Sure.
come back and post it on Facebook. That was the great Johnny Butera predicting that Ted E. Bridgewater would go 4-2 in the 6 weeks that Drew Brees was not there.
I said at least 4-2.
He said at least 4-2, so you're guaranteed
Yes, I said 5-1, at least 4-2.
he is now 4-0
Yeah,
as a starter. You didn't say anything about Kyle Allen and the Panthers, but
I don't think the last time I was here, Cam Newton was hurt yet.
I think he was. Oh no, he was ill-dressed, is what he was.
Yeah.
Did you talk about that?
We all. I think we.
Well, I didn't. But
We
yes.
talked about that subsequent episodes. You and I might have talked about it the following
Okay,
week.
yeah.
I think that was it. That's when he had that crazy
Yeah.
70s uptown funk hat on. But what made you think that about Teddy Two Gloves?
I think Teddy Bridgewater is a great quarterback. I just think that he never really had the chance yet in the NFL to prove that.
He went from the Vikings to where? Did he ever play for the Jets?
Jets, yeah. Well, no, he never. I don't. I
he
mean,
ever
maybe
get
he
a
played
game?
like scrub time with the Jets, but he never really had a chance to prove it with the Jets.
He's no Geno Smith
No, not at all. Or Davis Webb,
or Davis Webb. So many.
Kyle Loletta.
Webb. Haven't heard that name in a
right.
while. Well, we saved the Giant game for you.
Oh, thanks. That was. I'll be honest with you. I was actually really pleased with the way the Giants played in the first half.
You're
That's
in
what
the
we were
first
just
half.
talking about. The first half was Danny Times. Yeah.
What was it? 21-7
Then it was
or
Danny
14-7?
Pennies after that. It was Danny.
Yeah.
Well, they were in it until that pick six at the end, right? Brady scored, and then there was a pick six. To
I
make it
think
look
I think
even
where the
worse.
game really changed was Hillman's fumble. It was 21-14, Patriots. Giants were driving, and then Hillman fumbled. Patriots scored right away.
Okay.
They went up 14, and the game was pretty much over
that
after
was it.
that.
We were just saying how Mike and I couldn't watch it because we were busy here performing wonderful comedy on the governor's stage. So
Oh, yes.
glad you were able to watch it.
Yeah.
But no, they look good, right? What did you think about the refs?
I think they've been atrocious this year in every game.
But were they?
I mean, look at the Lions game
I mean,
yesterday.
the Lions game, the Chiefs game, too.
the Chiefs game, they made some questionable calls.
Yeah, but the right team won that game. Are you happy you invited me?
The Lions game was atrocious. That was a.
Well, like how many PIs were they called at the end?
I know.
Like,
I know.
Come on. Well, that's another one. Aaron Rodgers gets some pretty favorable calls.
Yes.
Not Tom Brady level, but
True. I mean, I guess if you have a name, they're going to try to look to help you out. Like in baseball, when you have a strike zone, you know, they try to give you the corners if you're like Trout or something like that, I guess. In basketball, you get like the 17 steps before you get called for a travel.
nobody calls travel.
No.
No.
It's fun to watch, though. The guy who's playing now who gets the Jordan-esque no travel calls is James Harden. They showed a clip where he took 11 steps.
Yeah. He like turns, spins, and then takes
Yeah.
4 steps, and he's
11 steps, or where his feet moved 11 times and they didn't call travel.
playing team handball.
Yeah.
Did you have to play that in high school?
We called it European handball.
European
European
handball.
handball.
European handball. And quick question, slightly off topic. Animal cracker, cookie or cracker?
Did you say anal cracker?
Animal cracker.
Oh,
Remember the
animal
rules of the show, John. I will throw you right the hell out of here. There's no cursing, no cussing. Just answer the question.
I
Animal
believe
cracker,
on the
cookie or
3
cracker?
times I've been on the show, you're the only person who's cursed.
Not today. I'm a new man.
Oh, nice.
I'm so happy because you're here to talk about my Chiefs. We already covered that game. So moving on.
Animal cracker is a cracker.
Animal cracker, I disagree. Graham cracker, what do you think?
Cracker.
Yeah? Well, can you-
Sally,
It depends.
Call,
Is it
call
the one
the
with
Actually, you
security.
know what?
Please get him out of
Speaking
here.
of putting cheese on a graham cracker, you ever put cream cheese on a graham cracker? That's
Cream
delicious.
cheese frosting on a graham cracker.
You know what? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change.
just got
I think you just
weird.
got wet. I'm gonna change my position on animal cracker. I'm gonna say it's a cookie.
Thank you.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. That's what happened to me.
Yeah,
before.
everybody
'Cause-
hears cracker. Go
No,
cracker.
because you don't dip. You dip a cracker in certain things, but you don't dip crackers in chocolate. You dip animal crackers in chocolate and Nutella,
Or a nice cream cheese
fudge.
frosting. We talked about Mariota
Anal-
benched. Do you know who backed up Mariota? Who their backup is?
Hold on. Yes, I.
Good sports fan. Let's see if he knows.
Somebody who really sucks, but was a good quarterback in the past.
Oh, really?
Well, okay, I'm losing it.
Down south, Miami.
He was a starter.
Tannehill.
There you go. You don't have to raise your hand. You can just say it. That's okay.
I was showing excitement.
I know.
I threw a flag.
Oh my.
That was
So, and what else did we talk about? Jared Goff had a wonderful week.
no.
No. What time is it? Oh, we got plenty of time. All
Jared
right.
Goff under 80 yards. Unbelievable.
I don't know what.
I think you could do that in your backyard.
Did you hear me say that when you walked in? Then how did you not know the cookie answer, John?
You're so gullible.
Sorry, comedian joke. I can't really go into it. Somebody said something in the green room, and I was like, "Oh, really?" Like, son of a. Stop drinking in the green room, Steve. All right, so what do you think of that Cowboys-Jets game?
I will say that the result I'm happy with because I'm a Giants fan, of course.
Suddenly, the Giants are now one game out of
One
first
game
place,
out of first.
and the Eagles and the Cowboys play each other this week.
Yeah, so the Giants will be tied for second place because they're going to destroy Arizona. That's not going to be close.
Yeah, they have an easy one this week, right?
Right.
They're favored.
They are favored, and Barkley's back healthy. Ingram's back healthy. Sterling Shepard and Tate. So this is the first game this season where the Giants' offense is all playing together.
And now they're
Because Tate missed the first 4 games because apparently he wants to get his wife pregnant and stuff. And
Is that really the answer? What happened there?
he took a fertility drug that his trainer said was legal by NFL standards, but he was wrong. So he appealed. So he appealed it. The league actually looked into it, but it was.
Was it that one Get Roman that I keep seeing advertised all the time? That's for EJ.
I don't know what you see advertised.
I watch a lot of news channels. It's
Yeah, news.
nothing but erectile dysfunction.
I think it's
and
another 4-letter word. It starts with a P.
P-span?
P. Orn.
All right, so any games we didn't get to. The Niners, are they for real? 5-0.
No.
No? 5-0 or 6-0? 5-0. They're the
5-0.
only
They had a bye week
and
before.
undefeated
They're
NFC
5-0
team is the
and-
San Francisco 49ers.
And they're going to win again this week in Washington.
Why does it seem like so many people have cakewalks in a lot of these
I know,
games?
yeah, no,
The
exactly, yeah.
Patriots haven't had an opponent since the Bills.
Yeah.
A little bit. And like you said, they should have won that.
Josh Allen didn't get hurt. They would have won. They had 2 drives within the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and they mangled both of them.
Yeah.
Broke your heart.
I know.
Did you break your cookie?
I broke something. I was supposed to go out somewhere, and I'm like, I can't leave until the game's over. And then I just ended up yelling at everybody. That was a mess.
Yeah, it's
Mike is the chief of adorability at comedy.
Yeah.
And he is a lovely, wonderful guy. But there have been 2 occasions where I've seen Mike not in that mode. And man, it is fun to watch Mike be upset.
Can we hear both of those?
No, because one,
Did one get him banned from a certain theater in Long Island?
no, he wasn't upset with that.
I wasn't upset. I had fun with that.
Oh,
Apparently now there's a Butera Island I've heard of that I saw through the wastelands of Facebook.
Really?
and I want to throw a shout out to our friend Frank Lovici, who did that nice article in Newsday.
Yeah, that was a great article. Like I said, I was a little hesitant because Newsdays typically leans a little bit to the left.
Yep.
Like they're gonna trash me, but I was gonna reach out back out to Frank, but before I even did, Steve messaged me. He goes, "Oh, my buddy Frank." I'm like, "Oh, it's friends with Steve. All right, let's do this."
And he totally screwed up. I said, "Hang that bastard."
yeah, exactly. And I know he's fair.
I thought that article just laid out. It was like what do they call that? Journalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they lay out the
Remember
facts
that?
and let you make your own decision.
Yeah.
We don't agree politically. We don't agree on snack foods. We don't agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But we can agree that
We could agree
live
that Frank
comedy's
wrote
fun.
a great article.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Frank. And
Can I tell you a wager I made?
please, was it about Teddy Bridgewater? Again,
No.
I'm sorry. Johnny Butera, I'm going to find out about your wager. Johnny Butera also got the Andrew Luck thing right in week 1
Yes,
of
I
this
did.
show. The very first
Yep.
episode, he said he didn't think Andrew Luck would ever play football again. 2 days later,
He retires.
he retires. He says, Teddy,
Did you find the Antonio Brown clip?
no, what'd you say about Antonio Brown?
Said Antonio Brown will never play it down for the Raiders,
Okay.
and
He's filing like a $40 million grievance now.
Yeah.
Oh, against who, though?
I don't,
Just
I
the
don't
league?
even
Just
see it.
just anybody who
The
wants to
Just
pay it.
everybody. Sue everyone. It's the Jerky
The
Boys bit.
internet.
Sue everyone.
I'm filing a grievance. I'm going to file a $40 million grievance.
Yeah.
So, your
me.
Pat Mahomes is 110 to 100 to win the MVP this year. Well, before this week, he was 110 to 100 to win
Okay.
on Vegas odds.
Okay.
The person who I think's going to win beat the Chiefs this week and was 25 to 1.
Really? Deshaun Watson was
25 to
1?
1. And I don't know what he is now. I'm sure it's relatively close
When
to
did you
that.
make that bet?
Friday.
Oh, and he was still 25 to 1?
On Friday before the game where he showed who was
That
the better
doesn't. He's
quarterback.
having a knockout year.
Yeah, because you have Russell Wilson, who was ahead of him.
Lamar
you have
Jackson
Mahomes.
has got to be.
Lamar is ahead of him. Who is Eckler's was ahead of him, which doesn't make sense because Melvin Gordon's going to come
And
back.
Eckler didn't have a good week.
With Melvin Gordon back, how's Eckler?
I don't know. His he was like 20 something because his running back stats. Oh, McCaffrey's like 6 to 1.
McCaffrey could give everybody a
Oh,
run for
just
their money.
destroying in my
Oh, my
fantasy
God.
football. Oh,
That's
love
you?
him. I love him.
Every time I see a clip of him, I'm like, if he played against the Chiefs, he would lap the world and then come through the line again
Yeah.
and score again. Because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What he does and what the Chiefs don't do. On defense. What about Lamar Jackson is putting up a hell of a year. We were talking about him
Yes.
before. I mean,
It's
that
funny.
Cat is
A
crazy.
friend of mine, I do many fantasy football leagues, and one of my leagues I have, there's 5 of us in the league, but there's 10 teams because we each have an AFC team and an NFC team.
Okay.
So we have 3 keepers each from season to season, and the guy who had the first pick in the AFC after the 3 keepers, he picked Lamar Jackson, and we couldn't laugh hard enough at him. What is like? Why would you do blah blah blah? And now all of a sudden we're like, "Ow, that was a pretty good pick."
And, hey, very smart. Very smart. That,
Yeah, I rushed to take Josh Jacobs, which finally is starting to pay off. I mean, they had the bye week and whatever, but
Is
that was
he
a
putting up decent numbers? You had said that at the
Decent.
beginning. They're just not playing well.
they're just not playing well.
Yeah. And they're playing this week somebody. Oh, they're playing the Packers.
Yeah.
What happened in that game last night? I kind of missed most of it. They were down early, and the Lions let them right back in.
Yeah,
But it was a lot
the
of
great
good.
Joe
The refs let
Beningo.
them right back in.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
Oh, there
great
was
Joe,
one drive that was supposed to end, right?
Yeah.
And they called it
Yeah.
on.
the great Joe
fake.
Beningo from WFN stated with something, and it's pretty true. The only franchise in the NFL that is worse than the Jets are the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that's a bad. Somebody's Downey.
Yeah,
Kevin
Downey
Downey's
is
a
from
Lions
Detroit.
fan.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We got to get him.
Tracy
in
Walker
here.
went he was very vocal today about how bad the refs were.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah.
So did Del Rio.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean, he's not the coach anymore.
No.
Or whatever,
You know who
Tracy
else
Walker.
mouthed off against the refs was Baker
yeah,
Mayfield.
Yeah.
And I just am so sick of him. I'm just done with his nonsense.
Oh, that was another claim I said. You guys were so big on the Browns, and I told you they weren't going to win 8 games this year.
I don't know how big I was. You know, well, I said
Oh no, Kenny Ryan was.
Kenny Ryan.
No, Eric. Eric said.
Eric Shevlin.
Eric said that. He
And you'll
thought-
notice Eric's never been invited back on the show ever.
And
again.
I know he was mad that I've been here now 4 times, but
And I was on their Knock 'em Dead show today, and I said, Darren Dillon can't make it. Oh, you have an empty seat? And I said, yeah, Johnny Butera's coming in. Oh, well, I'm busy anyway.
yeah, see,
Wait, hang on. I was talking about something. Hang on. Wait for it. Oh, And I also go back and forth on Dak Prescott. I said he wasn't worth the money for that contract. He wanted $30 million. He comes out shooting lights out. Turns out it was against 3 teams that were horrible, and now he's over his last 3.
Yes. Prescott will probably get paid not what they offered him the first time, so I don't know if he's going to stay with the Cowboys or not. I know Jerry Jones likes to throw money stupidly, but what they
He doesn't
offered
seem
him
too happy.
They offered him 7 years, $210 million, correct? And he turned it down. Was that what they offered?
Did they offer him 30? No, I thought he wanted 30. Wasn't that the?
They definitely. I
That
think
was
he wants
Russell
40.
Wilson. That's it. Yeah,
They
because they offered him the
7
Russell
1
Wilson number, which
right,
is 30.
7 210. And he turned it down because he's a brilliant person.
Yeah. If we offered Mike Keegan Fig Newtons right now, he
Yeah.
would do anything.
Apple Newtons.
Apple Newtons.
Apple
Sorry,
Newtons
I forgot
are
that was
good.
your favorite.
Yeah.
Cranberry Newton, bro. You got to
I
go
haven't
for a
had
nice
the cranberry.
And you know what you do?
Yeah.
You get both. You make a little cran apple Newton.
Cran Apple Newtons. You're a genius, Steve.
Thank you. Thank
You
you
sure
very
you're
much.
not from Boston? Cran Apple Newton.
Just a little Saturday. And again, 1,000% off topic. Todd Glass, comedian Todd Glass, buddy of mine out in L.A., he came up with this one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get the real cheap vanilla ice cream in the carton, like still in the rectangular carton. You cut like wedges, and you put it between 2 Pop-Tarts.
Which Pop Tarts?
Yeah, which
Unfrosted
flavor?
strawberry.
You have to like be really specific, like strawberry.
Unfrosted strawberry.
Unfrosted strawberry.
My favorite. The only thing they make anymore was the fudge with like the chocolate.
S'mores one?
No,
The
I don't
maple
like the s'mores.
one.
The chocolate chip one's pretty good. There was a fudge one.
I don't like anytime they do the s'mores and the wild berry. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
they're getting too
Confetti, that's
crazy.
weird.
I just give me how I want is a frosted brown sugar cinnamon. That's all
Those
I
are
want in
pretty
life.
good, but that would be weird with ice cream, maybe. Maybe not.
No, but I think
No,
that the
good.
frosted strawberry. You don't like the frosting.
I don't like the frosting.
That's-
yeah.
Weird, dude.
So now Pop Tart, is it a tart?
You are.
Because a tart has fruit in it.
And this is
Technically.
we were talking before about how it's not a healthy snack
No.
by any stretch of the imagination. Is it something you should give your children? I hide
Like we were
mine.
saying, I would have 4 of them and be like, yeah, I had breakfast. I had a glass of orange juice.
I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I know Mike will understand this. I'm sure you will as well. When I eat Pop Tarts, I buy a box of 6. I eat before I get home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't bring those home.
No, no.
And then if you're ever like trying to be health conscious and you look at the nutrition thing,
Do you realize who you're talking to? Mike and myself, health conscience.
I've been on a mission to find a McRib for the last 3 days.
wait, they're not back in season?
They are, but they're
They're hiding.
they're not really anywhere close to here. There's a McRib locator. The closest one.
There's a
they,
McRib locator.
Yeah.
He just said.
Yeah, his name is Mike Keegan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they call me. They had some at the one in Wantagh, but it's not on the site anymore. Now the closest one was like in East Rutherford, Jersey.
I just don't understand why everybody loves the McRib.
I know.
But
There
if
aren't
you
many
always
people who
had it on the
don't.
menu, I bet it would fall out of
Yeah,
favor.
that's
you
it,
need
I mean,
that
yeah.
little.
But they
supply
should do
and
like a
demand.
McRib season. Like everybody does this horrible pumpkin.
I haven't had
crap.
one in 4 years. You know what's sick? I can remember the last McRib I ate. I was at.
Do you like it with the onions or without?
with?
Oh, you need
you
the
know what I
crispy
do?
onions.
Oh, I order 2 McRibs. And I'll throw the bun off of one of them and just double up on the McRib. And
We're
the
going back to
onions
the
and
Oreo
peppers. Yeah,
conversation.
exactly,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You don't even
And
eat the
then-
bun at all.
I eat one of the buns. The other bun I just throw out, but that one I just throw out. But then I put also
You
put
don't
French
throw it out.
fries.
You eat it on
Yeah,
its
no
own.
kidding. I think it's dripping with
I lick all the
barbecue
barbecue sauce.
sauce.
Yeah.
Like an Oreo.
Oh, it's disgusting watching me eat a McRib. I put French fries on the McRib.
Ooh, things just got strange.
Yeah.
Since we're off topic completely,
What?
one more thing.
Go ahead.
I made some wings for Mr. Mike Keegan,
That's
and I don't know if you heard what happened.
They were spicy.
Oh,
to say the
I
least.
don't think I want to know where this story ends.
It ended with Mike drinking a half gallon of milk.
That is, and
Well, it also ended. I sent you a picture of how it really ended.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, but
You know what's best for the spice? Is like white bread. You should have had the bun from
Oh,
your
really?
McRib. Yeah, that's supposed to.
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Probably
I
still in your
I
car
had a lot
somewhere.
in I'm telling you, this heat was. It was like he had the Carolina Reaper on it.
Okay.
Like that pepper.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And then I had bulky, the ghost pepper.
Oh.
The shavings was the actual
Oh
coating.
dear God, you're mean. And you gave those to
So-
poor Mike Keegan?
So I
Well, it was
took
supposed to be a contest, but
He was
Justin
probably
McDonald
7
didn't.
deep before he realized it was too spicy.
No, it was one bite.
It was
and
one bite.
I
it
don't
was
think
just
he even
immediate,
swallowed it yet.
and, Yeah.
I want to escape this
But I did finish the
conversation,
whole-
much like I want to escape Epic Escape Rooms,
Oh,
the
yeah.
new sponsor of Comedians on Football. You talked earlier. You like a good escape
love
room, right?
escape rooms,
Isn't
yes.
it? You love them too.
We've actually tried to go together and it always falls
Yeah, it
through.
always falls apart.
But I will go to this one.
we-
That's our next comedy thing. We do softball. We do this. We do that.
Can the three of us
Comedy
go to an
escape
escape
room.
room? And you know what you got to
Fun.
do? They have multiple rooms,
Yeah.
so you can do 2 teams in separate
True.
rooms. You ever
But,
do that?
I
That gets crazy.
I love taking the 4-year-old to the escape room also
Oh.
because they're like, you know what, just go crazy, and she's wild, so she'll just take apart the whole place.
Oh, I would
Last time we
panic
did
that
it-
she's gonna mess something up
Yeah,
for me, dude.
yeah, no, exactly. She just pulls everything apart, and we ended up finding things.
Oh,
because
because
of her
she's
just
got that
going
child,
crazy.
and
yeah.
plus she's down low,
Yeah,
where they
exactly,
always hide
exactly.
something. We can't.
Last
find
one
it.
we did, we were in Tampa. We did an escape room. She found the last piece that we needed to get out of the friggin' room, and we had like 45 seconds left.
You needed the help of a 4-year-old.
Yup.
And yours, I don't
on
want
my
him on my team. I'm on your team.
on my last cruise, my son helped us because it was like bent, wiggly metal, and we're all looking from above down at this thing. My son was at eye level. He goes, "What's Pluto?" I go, "The answer." Because if you looked at a lower level, all the metal intertwined was the letters.
That's
but
it.
from above, you couldn't see. It was
Yeah.
just you didn't know what it was.
I don't know if I talked about this last week, but we did my kids wanted to do an escape room.
Yeah.
Like I desperately want, Daddy, can we do it? I'm like, you're gonna slow me down, kid. But when we were at one of those water parks, they had a family escape room. I said, perfect. Whatever. It was like $80 for the 4 of us. More than that, I think. We go in and I'm like, what's it gonna be like, Daddy? What's it gonna be like? I'm like, we're gonna go in. It's gonna be a room. I'm not sure what the theme is. It's gonna be great. Turns out to be an Egyptian theme. I'm like, all right, I don't know what that means. So all right, Belanger family, you're up. They close the door. 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. Room like this. Lights go out. Thunder, lightning. I am the great god of Isis. You are trapped in my tomb forever. Kids are screaming. They're crawling my legs. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? They thought I'm looking at the camera, going, really? You got to do this to us? I got 2 little kids in here. Just give me the clue already. You, touch the red handle. I'm like, okay, thank you. So that's a bad escape room. It's a great escape room. They were voted.
You know what's epic?
Epic Escape Rooms,
That's
Long
right.
Island's #1 escape room in 2019. And you know what? I just voted them today for Long Island's best, the #1 escape room of 2020. All right, so
Nice.
you got to go check them out. They are on Hempstead Turnpike in West Hempstead. And just for us governors, folks, this promo code ERGGOV19 escape room Gov 19 for the year will get you $5 off per player with a booking of 4 or more. You bring 10 people, that's $50 you're going to get off on your room over at Epic Escape Clubs. And they have, for Halloween, a new spooky room.
Oh,
You're right?
yeah.
Sorry,
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
mean to scare you.
Yeah. But
So check out Epic Escape Rooms, and their website is Epic Escape Rooms Long Island. For more info, and Gov's Comedy Club Radio Facebook page should have the code on there as well. Check them out, Epic Escape Rooms. You might see us trying to get the hell out of a room. And now, more football. So what kind of cookie do you like? All right, let's talk about week 27 in the league, which is next week. We talked about the Buffalo Bills being 17-point favorites over the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And you like it.
I like it. I'm taking it.
You taking
I'm
it?
taking it. I'm taking it.
Fitzmagic, he could be starting. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know. I like it. It's a passion. I hate.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Buffalo Bill.
It's like I took the Yankees tonight. They're down 4-0 already. So it's
Altuve's home
it's
was
just a
beautiful.
passion kind of. Yeah.
Reddick's home was gorgeous.
Shut up.
Oh, so I thought you were in the car. You're very busy. Yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah, he was at the game. Shut up.
That's why I was late. What were the point totals? And I mean, I could look up on my phone also.
For this game?
No.
For all
For
the
Buffalo this year in the games that they've played.
How many?
Not many, and
That's my only point about.
they
Have they scored more
it
than
was close with the
17? How many
Jets.
games?
It was a close game.
Right,
That
but
was
they score
8,
in the
17,
20s.
16.
Yeah.
Normally, they score in the 20s. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not a high powered offense. Although Singletary should be starting this week.
But their defense is a
Right.
monster.
But to cover 17,
Yeah.
if the Dolphins score 10, they have to score
I don't think the
27.
Dolphins
But
score 10.
the bookies are saying that because the over-under is under 40. It's 39. which is very low these days. None of them get under 40.
So that's 29-10 is basically what they're saying the score is going to be.
Do you think
28-11.
do the Dolphins score 10 points on that Bills D?
I don't see it.
You could score 7 on Allen.
There's going to be something. Yeah, I was going to say there could be something silly on special teams or D.
An interception for a touchdown, 7 points right there. Then the offense has to score 3.
Well, that happened this weekend, right? The Bengals ran the kickoff
Right.
into the end zone. And you go, ooh, there's trouble. And then the Bengals still lost. So you
I'm
got your
just
Bills
saying
Mafia
with
shirt
Buffalo,
on. You're
that's
feeling
right.
special this week, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying the Buffalo covering 17. It's not that it's not possible. It is, of course, because Dolphins are atrocious, but it seems like it's a lot to
It's going to
cover.
be that like
It is a lot,
23-0.
Because like we were
2-minute
saying,
warning.
the
Stupid
Patriots
garbage touchdown backdoor
Right,
cover.
Yeah. The Patriots were giving them 17 too, so that's what also
In Miami, yeah, as opposed to,
so.
I don't know. There's some good games this week. We got Texans-Colts. I think that's a good one in the AFC. The
Houston
49ers,
Reds.
again, have a cakewalk. And the big Sunday night game, NFC East. Cowboys, Eagles.
I can't wait for that game.
You think it's gonna be good?
Fun. I think it's gonna be a good game. Philly.
I was trying to figure out who I want to win.
Philly's getting 3, right?
Yeah, you kind of want Philly is getting 3. Cowboys are favored at home.
How do you not take Philly? I don't know.
I mean, the Cowboys are in free fall.
Yeah.
But the Eagles just lost to. No, they beat somebody.
They
Talk
beat-
amongst yourselves.
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
Oh, last week they beat
Oh, they beat the. No, they lost to the
they
Vikings
lost to
by
the
a
Vikings.
lot.
Yeah,
By a
38-20.
lot.
by 18. Yeah.
Well, again, because Zach Brown opened his big mouth and then was released by the National Football League.
Zach Brown?
Zach Brown, not the one you're thinking. The linebacker.
Little bit of
not
chicken
the-
fried?
Not the little bit of chicken fried guy. No, not him.
Got my toes in the water.
All right, your Giants are 2.5-point favorites at home.
Oh, it's tough to say that they're just going to beat ass on.
The Cardinals now have a
Cardinals?
victory. Actually, they have 2 wins on the season.
Yeah, they're both 2-4.
Yeah. No, 2-3-1.
Oh,
The
correct.
Cardinals
Sorry.
had that tie with the Lions in
Right.
week 1.
So I don't know. I mean, Kyler Murray has surprised me. I didn't think he was going to be this good this quick or at all,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Because
no. We talked about that before the season started. He is 4'2". I mean, we don't expect him to be that good.
Right.
You know what we haven't talked about that I'd never like talking about on the show is the San Diego. What are they called now? The LA
You
Chargers?
had a Super Bowl's the Kansas City Chiefs one?
Please have him removed from the studio. I do not care for this kind of abuse. No, the LA Chargers. What is happening to that team?
I don't know, because Eckler has been played phenomenal.
Yeah, he's playing great. Rivers always plays solid. Is their defense horrible? Like they were down 21-0 to the Maya Rudolph. Not even the Maya Rudolph Steelers. Who's the guy now?
Maya.
Maya. I like that Janine Garofalo over on the
Yeah.
Niners too.
Tina Fey is going to kick a winning field goal this
Who
week.
is the, nobody can name the starting quarterback for the Steelers, right?
Mason
No,
Rudolph.
he got knocked out last week.
Oh,
remember?
that's right.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was
Did
ugly.
you see him? Like, I've never seen somebody laying prone on the ground. He was still making.
He looked
the
like
cooking
Stephen
in.
Hawking, not in a chair.
And I meant to ask Darren this question last week because, as you know, Mike Keegan did not show up last week, so I had to do a full hour with just Darren Dillon, and the Chiefs lost, so we talked very little about football. But my question for him, which we did not get to, I'm going to ask both of you guys: will we see a death on an NFL football field?
I don't think so.
Like
Really?
next week?
No, I just feel like somebody's hit the way that
If Joe Theismann didn't die when
yeah, I see. A lot,
LT,
But like
broke his
when you
leg,
see a
see,
lot
when
of
you see
gruesome-
his neck like snap, like somebody could snap a neck. That's how it's gonna happen.
I think it's very easy for someone to die in a football.
you see
field.
a lot
Right.
of gruesome injuries.
Yeah.
But I don't know about a death. I think they take way too many precautions now. I don't know.
Your neck is exposed.
Yeah.
Not your neck, but
No, mine.
that's mean. That's just
Wow.
mean.
But accurate.
I'm gonna curse on the air now.
Oh, come on now. Come on. That's not right.
You mother.
Oh,
Mother father.
motherfucker. That was, you remember what that was from?
Well, Paul Bond says it all the time. So
No, it goes back to the show, the Red Fox show.
Yeah.
Years after Sanford and Son. He was like 80, the one he died on. And they wanted to bring back the real Red Fox. And he would get on the show with Della Reese and insult the son-in-law. Go, you motherfucker.
in the movie Harlem Nights.
No, this was a network
Oh.
TV show. And his curse was, you motherfather. And I'm like, oh. And then he had a heart attack and died. So not really that exciting a story. Kind of sad at the
George
end.
Gallo, Mother Franklin.
He goes, Mother Franklin?
Yeah. It's Gallo's thing.
What? And we got Saints Bears this weekend. Saints are Are they gonna
Teddy
do it?
touchdown.
Teddy touchdown.
Teddy touchdown.
Can he beat
5-0.
The
And it'll be
Bears
6-0. I have a funny question to ask.
What's the over under in that?
Is it a cookie question?
No.
Damn it.
Say Breeze doesn't come back till week 10,
Yes.
and Teddy's 8-0 as quarterback.
It's crazy. Like same with Cam. I think Cam might be healthy right now. I still don't know what Cam Newton's injury was.
I
Besides
still,
his fashion sense.
yeah. I think Drew Brees will then become quarterback. But what if the injury lasts until the playoffs?
And like he's available for Drew Brees is available.
Say
for
he's
the playoffs?
available in the first game of the playoffs.
You can't take out the hot hand. The guy hasn't played in 3 months at that point. 4 months. No, you got to stick with.
But
Brees.
it's
You
one of
keep
the top
Brees
5
on very
quarterbacks
close,
of all time.
But if Teddy Two Gloves gets you into the playoffs, I think you go. This is going to be a great run.
Oh,
and
well,
if it
he's
doesn't-
obviously going to be in the playoffs. Playoffs?
Playoff- What do you mean? Obviously, hang on. Are they obviously in the playoffs?
Their division is trash.
Yeah, that's like the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs because their division is trash. But are they going to just break my heart again? Or
The Saints are with the Falcons, who are
Panther? Well, no, they've got the Panthers. They're only one game ahead of the Panthers. It's those two 4-0 rooks. Not that Teddy Bridgewater's a rookie, but
Right.
backups.
yeah,
And
they'll probably
Yeah,
finish-
Buccaneers
Yeah,
is
when
the
you're
Falcons
in a trash division, you're 5-1 already. You know.
yeah,
It's kinda-
it's like the Patriots.
Yeah. Thanks.
And who did they?
Well, he's at 5-1, so he gives Buffalo maybe a chance.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. You always playing
You
for a
don't
wild
have,
card,
you don't
right?
have, you know, you always playing with a wild
Always
card.
playing
You
for
don't
the wild
You don't
card.
have to patronize me.
I feel bad. I made the neck comment. I want to patronize you a little bit. Sally, get me some cookies.
She's not even there anymore. She left.
They turned off the mics like an hour ago.
We're just talking to each other right now.
That's all we were doing before. That's all we do after. That's all we do. I've been on these mics for 7 hours straight. So. It's crazy. All right. Any other games we're missing for next week? Because I like. Oh, the Thursday night game is the Chiefs Broncos, which I want to thank the NFL because I have a wedding this weekend. I will not see any games on Sunday, and my Chiefs will be playing on Thursday. So I'm a big fan of that. Big
Chiefs,
fan of that scheduling.
Broncos. I'm going with a 30-point win by the Chiefs.
I want to say that now, but I'm a little shaky. I'm hesitant. The Broncos are playing great defense.
Yes, they are.
And if they get one pick six, Mahomes is looking shaky, and he's not going to have the full week to rest his ankle.
His ankle's fine.
No, it didn't look good. Did you watch the game?
Yes.
He did not look good. He looked great for a quarter.
If
Then he got rolled
Mahomes is
up on.
Mahomes, but who knows?
I mean, Tyreek Hill. Did you see the Tyreek Hill?
Watkins
Let's talk about something
Watkins
happy
is
before
gonna
we
play,
end the show.
correct?
Watkins, I don't know. That's another dude. He was fine until he showed up on the injury report like Saturday night.
Hardman, Robinson, Hill, if Watkins plays. They're just too much. I think the strength of the Broncos defense is more their line and linebackers.
Yeah, that's not getting in on
Their,
Mahomes.
their
He's got a little
secondary,
bit of
the
time.
secondary is not great by any means.
Please, I like hearing.
There's too many
say more
weapons.
good things about the Chiefs.
There's too many weapons on the Chiefs.
Tell me I'm pretty.
I love the coif of your hair.
Thank you very much. They had a lot of weapons in the last 3 quarters. They were up 17-0, only got one more touchdown, one more score in that whole game.
Yeah,
It was
happens.
tough to watch, bro. It was. They didn't punt until the fourth
I gotta
quarter.
be
Then all
honest
they
with
did
you.
was punt.
It wasn't
honest,
tough
John.
to watch for me because I need Watson to.
Eric
basically-
Shevlin, if you're watching, you're going to be back way before John Butera. Which means neither
not
one of them
true.
are coming back. It's going to have you and Carla on. It's going to be great.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll just fight over you.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I think she would win.
Yeah.
She'd kick both our asses and then just take over my show.
I agree.
This is now going to be an Eagles show. Let's wrap
We
up.
should have Carl and Butera on. It's Eagles versus
Yeah.
Eagles versus
Oh.
Giants. They love each other in real life.
I love you, Carla.
Do you guys not get along? Oh, that was a blank stare.
I do love Carla.
I've only met Carla a few times. She was lovely. She's wonderful to chat with in the green room. She seems like a nice person. Her taste in men is questionable.
The craziest thing is we agree
Questionable at best.
politically.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's right. You and I are kind of more on the same
The
page.
biggest challenge we have, Carla and I, is that we both love Mike, and it's tough.
I thought you were going to say we both love Mike a little too
A
much.
little too much. Yeah.
Well, I do.
He does. She doesn't love me.
She
too
doesn't
much,
care
no,
for you.
it's not-
You
she
or
doesn't-
your humor.
She really, yeah, no, absolutely
You
not.
know what's funny? Watching her watch you on the monitor. I'm like, no, he's kind of funny.
He's doing that West Virginia thing again.
We understand it. It's called Domino's.
Oh, this is where he says he can't run. Okay. This is funny stuff. Hey. And then as soon as he opens the door to walk back in the room, you were great, honey.
Great, hon.
Great set.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? What's the Sunday night game this week? Oh, Eagles Cowboys. Oh, hang on. Monday night.
Horrible game.
Patriots Jets.
Horrible.
Predictions.
If you're a Jet fan, it's going to be a win. It's going to be a win for the Jets this week.
You think they have any chance?
No, I don't even think I don't even think they'll cover.
They beat the Cowboys.
Cowboys are not the
Cowboys are not
Patriots.
the Patriots.
How drunk is all of MetLife Stadium going to be?
Yeah, no.
Monday night,
Yeah.
a little chilly, like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
I say, because it's supposed to be really cold.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Monday
I say
night.
It's
Tom
supposed to
Brady
turn?
breaks his clavicle.
See,
Call
that is
back
a
to-
trained
Call
professional.
back from like a month ago. There
A
you
joke
go.
from 6 episodes ago that nobody remembers, but my boy Mike Keegan, he pulls it in.
That's right.
All right,
This is
clavicle
how
was
bad
the
the
word.
game's going to be. I say in the fourth quarter, there's less than 20,000 people in the stadium.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a solid bet. I would take the under or the over, whatever it is that agrees.
Because what
with
does it
you.
hold? It holds like 75,000 now?
70, yeah,
Something
73.5,
like that.
I think. Yeah.
Whatever. I say under 20,000 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's late.
absolutely.
When do they stop selling beer? The end of the third? Finish a beer.
Yeah,
Finish a beer while you're waiting to take
yeah.
a tinkle before you're waiting in the parking lot for 4 hours
Yeah.
and call it a day. All right, let's wrap up. Hey, you know what's another great show? That Long Island Explained. You ever
It
heard-
is.
Yeah.
That's a good one, right? That's me and Chris Roach taking Long Island topics and digesting them and dissecting them and talking about them ad infinitum. No, it's nice. We take a different topic every week. This week we talked about sitcom giant Chuck Lorre with all the Big Bang Theories and Kaminsky Method and a million other
You had
shows.
the whole thing going on with Charlie Sheen, right?
Charlie Sheen,
Those,
is, and he started his career. Listen to these three. He did Roseanne, he did the Sybil Shepherd Show, and the Brett Butler Show.
Huh.
All women who had some issues.
Yeah.
Chuck Lorre is a phenomenal TV show writer.
Yeah, he's great.
I think he's one of the best ever.
And do you know what his first show was?
Didn't you just
That
say
he
it?
got no, the first show he freelanced on.
Oh.
It's about a young boy who's in charge of your days
Charles,
and your
sure,
nights.
yeah.
Yes.
Scott Baio.
Yep.
Look at that.
And he didn't even come in as a writer. He's not a trained writer. He was a musician. And he wrote the original theme for the TV show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Really?
Turtles on a Half
Wow.
Shell.
Total Power.
Thank you.
Teenage Mutant
Do you know who
Ninja
wrote the theme song to Different Strokes?
It wasn't Conrad Bain.
No.
No, I don't know who.
Alan Thicke.
Did he really?
Alan Thicke.
Oh, right. He was a big.
He wrote a lot.
He wrote
He wrote
the
a lot
Growing
of them.
Pains. He sang the
Yeah.
Growing Pains
Yeah.
theme song,
Yep.
I think, right?
That was a little creepy. And he's dead now, right?
Yeah.
That turned weird.
He will be missed. Long Island Explained. Check out longislandexplained.com for all of our wonderful topics. You can check out the Long Island Explained Facebook page as well as the Comedians on Football page. We have all wonderful football insights on there. A lot of digs at Mike Keegan here.
Yup.
There was some nice stuff about John Butera that will be deleted. And then check out the Govs Comedy Club Radio Facebook page. They talk about all the wonderful shows here on the Govs Comedy Club radio site. Coming up tonight, I think we got Rodia, right? He's on tonight?
Anthony Rodia. We
Sorry, Not Sorry.
We have Jam.
Jam.
Joe's acoustic music.
Yes, we got, of course, today I was on the Knock 'em Dead comedy radio show from 11 to 1 every weekday. Always
The
fun.
hostess on that show, she's just absolutely lovely.
The other
Love
two
her.
monkeys I do not care for. It's a very unattractive pair, but Sally
She's
does
a
it right.
delight.
She's a delight, yes.
Thanks, guys.
Limo Talk, Three's Company, so many other great shows. Check them out
We
on
have a new
Govs
host,
Comedy Club
a
Radio.
new co-host for Three's Company,
I heard that. It's
Tony Landolfi.
That's right. Another Long Island comedian.
Yes.
Yep.
Wonderful. Has he been on yet?
No,
This week is his
will be
first
the
one,
first
right?
show, yes.
So go over to Govs Comedy Club Radio Facebook page. If you like them, then you'll get alerts for when all the shows start, like this one, which may or may not have started on time. We're not sure. We've been talking into a void for 2.5 hours now. Epic escape rooms. Man, did we talk about how great they are? We
Epic.
did.
Let's do it again.
They're the number one escape room on Long Island. They're fantastic. So check out Epic Escape Rooms over in Hempstead.
We should definitely go though. I do have a gift
Right.
certificate at home for them. I won
For them?
I won in a raffle for.
And if we use our ERGov19 special
They're
promo
gonna
code,
pay us to go.
it's
Yeah,
like going.
yeah.
It's like extreme couponing. We're in. And
We should all go. That would be fun though.
what else do we have? Oh, my son is going to Cooperstown next year, and I am responsible for fundraising, and I have Thanksgiving Day football boxes. So like me on Facebook if you want to buy a Thanksgiving Day football box for charity. I'm tired of fundraising. Mike Keegan.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be performing that we can watch you? I know where you're not going to be performing.
I can tell you where I'm not.
Banned. Mike Keegan was banned.
Places that haven't banned me yet.
The bad boy of Long Island comedy. That's what we kept calling you in the green room.
Yeah,
And he said, "No, come on, fellas,"
Come
and then
on,
he'd start
guys.
to get
You know,
blush.
some family friendly.
And Carl would just go,
She hates the attention I'm getting.
"Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
It was eating her up a little bit.
Yeah,
bit,
oh, yeah,
little bit.
yeah, definitely.
Interesting. All right, where can we see
you
Mike
can see
Keegan?
me tomorrow night. I'll be at QED in Astoria.
Okay.
Thursday, I'll be at the Strand Theater in Lakewood, New Jersey.
Pretty much all weekend you'll be in Wanta at the McDonald's waiting for that
That's right,
McRib.
I'm waiting for that McRib to come back. And two shows coming up. October 26th, I'll be right here in the Little Room. Mike Keegan and Friends, my monthly show.
Oh, you got your own show? You invite your friends?
Once in a while. Yeah, one of these days I'll be on. And November 1st, McGuire's in Bohemia. I have my podcast, Domestic Disturbance Podcast.
Doing
We're
a live?
show. McGuire's in Bohemia, November 1st. All those tickets are on sale at govs.com.
Nice. McGuire.
10:30 p.m.
I love McGuire.
And your buddy Chris Roach will be on that show.
He's special.
He is.
Wait, he's performing without me?
Yeah, right?
Hang on.
Yeah. Call that
And
scene.
where can we see John Butera?
I will be
Besides at Jake's 40.
58.
What is it called?
Jake's 58.
Jake's 58.
I have two shows this weekend, both in Mount Sinai, ironically
Both
enough.
in Mount Sinai.
One is at a restaurant called Cafe Spiga
Okay.
with Terry McNeely will be headlining that show.
Nice.
Honestly, best food on Italian food on Long Island.
Really?
And absolutely.
Nice.
I'd like to say second next to Buteras.
Nope.
That was closed. Wasn't that closed down for health violations? I'm pretty sure I saw that in Newsday.
That show's to raise money for Bosom Buddies, which is Darcy Novik's
Oh, right.
foundation. And then the next night we're raising money for EFF, which is Equality of EFF Equality.
Tough to put on a poster.
Yeah.
Equality.
Funding, family funding. That's it.
Family funding.
Yes, it's for people with issues paying their mortgages.
Sounds like
and
one of
things
those liberal things that Mike would hate.
that. Yeah, it's helping people. Screw them.
The little people, why don't they just help themselves?
October 25th, I will be right here in the Little
In
Room,
a little room? Okay.
Aragona's Halloween Comedy Bash.
Oh, okay, nice.
So the night before Mike, and then I believe I will be joining Mike on October 26th.
I actually will not be there that night. 'Cause I,
So just me and Carla?
yeah, pretty much just you and Carla, because I am going to be.
Oh, so it'll be funny.
That night I'm going to be at the Bistro B in Connecticut for the funniest comedian in
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Connecticut
congratulations.
contest.
Nice.
Thank you.
You
So,
keep rolling along.
Thank you. Yeah,
nice,
thanks.
nice.
So-
And
And Steve, where are you going to be this weekend?
I will be performing this weekend. I will be marrying my niece.
That's awesome.
I will be the minister
I think
performing
that's
the
illegal.
wedding ceremony. Yeah, that didn't come out. That didn't really come
This
out
isn't
right.
West Virginia.
No, I'll be performing my first wedding
We're all
ceremony.
like,
so I'm
ew.
Very excited. Yes.
I've done wedding ceremonies. It is a ton of fun.
I'm not going to make it through it. It's this close family. This is going to be a
You're
tough
going to
one.
cry like a baby.
If I can make it to the end, then I'll cry all night. I don't care. I'm going to get drunk and really
Good for you.
cry
It's
it
really
up.
nice of
But
you to do that.
Don't come see me perform there. I don't need any. People are like, you're going to be nervous?
Wedding
Like, no, it's
crashes.
200 people who want to see me do well. I'm marrying 2 people. It's not like, do the running bit. Do the there was, yeah, we got to wrap it up. Knock 'em Dead is doing a murder mystery thing, big thing at the brokerage.
October 25th at the brokerage in Belmore, we're doing a Halloween murder mystery. Tickets are $22. Go to the governor's website to buy tickets. It would be great.
And yours thing is the 25th in McGuire's?
Yeah.
Ooh,
no, 20. No,
I'm
26th.
25th. He's 26th.
You're the
26th.
25th. All right,
I'm
so you're
26th
here.
here.
So either come to see John or Sally over at the brokerage. Guys, anything to add? We're wrapping up.
No, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be back.
Bills Mafia, hey, good luck
right,
this
baby.
weekend, bro.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Minus 17. See if Mike is going to be happy or sad.
Yeah.
John, as always, thanks for coming in late
Yes.
and breaking my chops about the Chiefs.
Love you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next week right here on Comedians on Football.